Good afternoon, everybody. Uh, Welcome to our second VOD review. This is a VOD review of this week's Duckling Weekly Seed. So if you haven't run that yet, and you intend to, hold off watching this till after you've run it. I am DM Stewart 1981. Alongside me in the booth is Geo, who is our runner for this seed. How are we doing today?
Good. Still getting used to Final Fantasy Randomizer, just trying to build myself up and become better.
Well, that's what the Duckling program's all about. And that's what VOD reviews are all about. So, we have you picking your party. Let me look and remind myself what these blessings were.
Yeah, I'm showing them on screen a little bit too, because I'm still deciding as I go through.
Okay, the Thor hammer, that 2 MDef per level's big. That's a big one, the fighter.
I wasn't sure how big it was.
That actually makes the fighter's MDef better than the black belts. Elemental magic and 10 strength. Promo fighter armor's kind of a nothing burger, because if you have a black belt, you're probably not promoting. But buff magic is big.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do maybe a 3-party or like a thief black belt or black belt. After running the seat, I feel like I would have done black belt, but I didn't know exactly how I was going to go.
2 black belts actually kind of diminishing returns, just because of the way because it makes the grind take longer. If that makes sense.
I see what you're saying. The only reason I actually was thinking about that is because I just wanted one of them to be there as a dummy to use his buff magic.
That makes sense. That does make sense. So this is similar.
I didn't know, but it was going to be a lot harder than I anticipated to get certain magics in this seed. I'm not sure if that's just a part of the shuffle, but I couldn't get warp exit.
Yeah, you won't be able to get warp. You won't be able to get warp or exit in these flags.
You can't get them.
You can't, because the only magic he gets on, unless they're in a blessing.
Yeah, they're tied to casting out of battle.
Yeah. Well,
but I also I wasn't able to find haste either.
But you've got it on the black belt.
Yeah. That's why having a second one I thought was probably useful.
No, that's a reasonable call. So this is real similar to the party I took for it. I took Thief, Fighter, black belt. And my thought on it is, if I get good gear before I find a grind. Okay, crystal. Blacksmith has the crystal, so adamant goes into crystal. Also loved to see the encounter right off of the hard reset. 2 encounters right off of the hard reset, because that also puts a possible desert grind on the table. The desert up around Mirage Tower has some really good grind encounters in it.
Yeah, and there's 4 zones, right? And
yeah,
it's very fast. If you have fast encounters off the hard reset, then it's easy to grind without losing much time right there, right? I heard about that.
Right. And it's very, very safe, because your grind comes off of because your grind will come directly off of saves every time. Okay, a house. But my thought is, if I find a good grind before I find enough end game gear, then I dan off the party and hit the black belt and grind the black belt. If I find good gear, or if I find good gear before I find a good grind for the black belt, then we're doing the black belt, or then we're doing the gear. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay, it's faster and fewer steps to go through the middle, to cut through the middle there, rather than going around the edge.
Yeah, I did remember that. I think Mini Ring made me forget to do that.
That's fine. That happens.
But I will make sure to do that.
You can use Bane on Garland. Garland has such low MDef that Bane's probably going to work. So that Bane stick will do well for you. Okay, a ship and a rod. We still don't have a way out of the inner sea. We don't have a key.
I was thinking about Elfland right there, but I wanted to go to Provoca first.
No, Provoca's the right choice.
Yeah, you can fight pirates here, right?
Yes, you get the pirates, you get a guaranteed key item, you get another check for the shop item. Again, Bane stick. Bane stick, there's such low MDef that any kind of sweeper you've got.
Yeah, I saw somebody use like Bane and might have been something else too on these. The beginning enemies tend to get hit by it. I assume.
Mecklin in chat Mecklin, our restreamer in chat, talking about Bane stick being a nice early find. It wasn't a find, it was the AoE caster item that you started with. That silver +7, that's something to keep in mind to come back for. Bicky had TNT.
Yeah, probably maybe should have checked weapon shop first instead of buying all the armor first.
Maybe. I would have gotten the Fire 2 sword out of Corneria as well. And there's our Zonk hint. There's another Fire 2 sword.
Yeah, I forgot to check the stats of weapons for most of this.
Yeah, that really helps. But as I recall from when I ran this, the weapons become pretty irrelevant fairly quickly.
Yeah, I spent most of the game not even attacking with most characters except for Black Belt until the end.
Because I did end up taking the Black Belt to the moon because I found a good early grind. Just as a matter of good practice, I probably would have gone up to turn in the TNT first.
I was thinking I might as well wait until I have key or adamant.
That's also a valid choice. I've seen lazy dwarves so many times that I've seen lazy dwarves enough that just looks like turning the TNT. Maybe it's lazy dwarves. Maybe it's lazy dwarves. Maybe it's a canal.
I tried to buy Quake into this menu drawing, and I was like, wait a minute, I didn't buy it. Since the black belt probably scales a little bit slowly at first, I was thinking I should put like instant kills on him so that he has something to do.
Right. Again, I would have gotten that. Again, I probably would have got. I think I got that Fire 2 sword out of Corneria and was using that as sweeper. Was using that as a sweeper. And yeah, I've made that mistake. I've gone in there thinking it was going to Ice Cave or Marsh Cave. As a matter of good practice, save outside Marsh. Good routing. That is the correct routing on that floor.
Did I walk past the door?
Yes. Well, you walked up and checked the chest.
Yeah, I got confused in this because I wasn't sure if I should check chests and which ones to check.
So you don't need to check that chest in the top left in 1-1. That one's linked. Right? So you want to check 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, and 3-3. It's linked to that one. It's linked to that one that you just saw. So, like we mentioned last night, and here's where I made the decision of, okay, we're done. We're danning the two fighters and the thief, and we're taking the black belt to the moon.
You want to farm right here?
Yes, I farmed right here. This is one of the best because it's thin. The danger of it in the vanilla game is the script, but it's shuffled scripts, so it doesn't have it probably doesn't have a script, or doesn't have a script that's nearly as bad as the one it has in vanilla.
Okay. Yeah, when I saw that eye, I was like, I feel like this is a good fight, but I just wanted to just take them as I go. I didn't really know what I was doing, to be honest, but
no. It's why we're doing this. And as Mecklin points out in chat, learning what chests are linked in Marsh really helps route the dungeon.
Yeah, I learned that last night. I was watching the VOD review.
Yes. You were the one that asked about Tetra's Z piece.
Yes.
And gave me the opportunity to explain Tetra's Z piece. Because that's the shape that it is. That's the shape of the rooms that have chests. Okay, coming back out, route the same way you did it going down.
By the door.
For that room, pause it, Mecklin. Run it back a little. Okay. On this room, go down and along the bottom.
Yeah, those are free tiles.
Yes, those are free tiles.
And then up here is a free tile in front of the door. Oh wait, we're already past that.
So like when you're coming in and going to bottom side marsh, go along the bottom of the floor. As soon as you go in the door, immediately go left to the stairs. And then when you're coming out, go down to the bottom, go down and then right. Makes sense.
Yeah.
But yes, at this point in the seed, at this time into the seed, I'm grinding eyes for about the next 15, 20 minutes. 15 minutes. And taking that black belt to the moon.
I always talk to the king.
Yeah, we all do. We've all done it. There's a canal. That's going to be helpful. I could also see turning that in, turning the TNT in, and then going back and doing that marsh. Then going back and doing that eye. Because bonus XP for bonus XP for key items. No, it's the guy on the bottom. That guy. There's not... Oh, wait, you have Rod. Disregard. I was about to say there's not really a whole lot else you can do in Melman Continent, but you have Rod. Yes, Mechlin has a good idea. Has a good thought there. Just pick just do a flag set that has 0 random encounters, like Free Enterprise.
Yeah, he mentioned that to me last night, I think, or somebody did.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was brought up in last night's VOD review. Put up like a Free Enterprise and use that to learn the routing. Use that to muscle memory your routing. Ooh. That's just an awful thing.
I reset a while back. I probably shouldn't have done that. I didn't remember that I saved this far back.
Yeah, it happens. I was vetting a seed for this particular Duckling Derby and reset out of a full fiend dungeon. Reset back and unlit an orb from it. It's just the reminder, save often. It's an easy mistake to make. We've all made it. I'll put it this way, anyone who says they've never made that mistake is lying to you.
The reason I almost changed my mind there and tried to go back to Corneria is I was thinking about reviving the Black Belt, but
Right.
there's a hospital here, right?
There
Or
is
is there
not.
not? Yeah,
There is
actually,
not a
that's
clinic.
why I was like, I want to go to Melmond, but I know there's no hospital over here. That's me looking around for a hospital.
There's also no item shop.
Yeah, I did remember that because it's like desolate because of the earth rot.
Yeah, because of lich/vampire. Hey, it's nice to see Cure 4 on that ogre. Because it means we're not going to see it on something that's more difficult. Oh, Budge. Oh, Budge, I feel you. Misclicked the tent and reset before the actual save. Infall League. Right? Good with the encounter manips, by the way. Fire 2 better on these.
Right, undead.
Strong against ice, weak against fire. Ooh. Never like to see slow coming out. But, again, it's on the hyena, which means it's not on something more dangerous. I assume that was thinking about checking chests.
That was me pulling up the rooms for Earth Cave.
Okay.
Because I wanted to make a point of making sure I took the optimal route.
No, that's good.
Even taking this much time to make sure I do it just for the muscle memory.
That is the correct routing. That is the correct routing if you're not checking any chests.
For the most part, I don't like to check almost anything unless I need like extra money or something.
Well, you'll need to get gear if you're going to. And yes, taking some time here is better than getting lost and losing time.
Well, since the later dungeons have more randomness, whereas the incentives here are vanilla, I was thinking I might as well see if I can try to get gear in the later dungeons.
And that's fair.
Because I'm gonna have to make a lot of chests anyway.
That's fair. If you're going to be checking chests in those dungeons, then that makes sense.
all the magic being like scattered between the magic and the items pages made me extremely confused this seed.
Yeah, me too. So that's just the bat party room. Yeah, by the way, Quake, not really going to work on the vampire. It'll work on Lich, but not on vampire. Okay, that Aegis shield is nice. That suggests promoting. It's only usable after promotion, but it's the best. It's tied for the best shield in the game with the Opal. And is actually a little better because it has poison resistance. Has a lot of your instant death resistance. Okay, checking the right routing. Good. And you are coming up to check the Lich's Armory.
I figure I might as well go out of my way for this room to learn the trap tiles as well as being a lot of chests.
Oh, that's a really nice. That's a good one to find.
Yeah, slimes are a lot of experience, right?
They are. That's one of the better party. That's one of the better full party grinds, especially if you've got something with fire magic.
And I can step there without progressing the encounter table.
Correct.
If I bought more items like the fire sweepers you talked about, I would be able to
You'd have been able to grind up your whole party
like
on.
slimes a lot easier.
Yeah, you'd have been able to grind up your whole party on those slimes.
I was thinking it was not that necessary because I already had 2 thieves with magic. Because I wasn't thinking about grinding potential.
Right. And I forgot it was after Rod. It was post Rod incentive.
Oh yeah, actually that's probably the main reason I went up there is because this is where the incentive is.
And by the way, you knew the arachnids had sleep, so yeah. Run sweeper. Probably your best bet.
Did I tell you
that?
Fight. I'm not sure what I just did.
You did run, which is also valid. Sleep is not fun to see.
Yeah, I like to use sweeper as a safety net.
Okay, so sweeper is like the level 2 or level 3 elemental spells. The damage spells that target all enemies.
Yeah, Ice 2, Ice 3.
Yeah. And let's see how we do on a speed bump. I light the full heal beforehand. Because we are not at levels where we're not at levels where this is just a walkover. It's not much more than a walkover because it's Lich, but... Okay, save immediately. I've seen too many times where that's just been something that will eat, where you run out there and it's something that eats your lunch. Walk out of Mirage, take one step, and it's the fun police. Have a crown yet, so we don't have a crown or a key, so this doesn't really do. So Northwest doesn't do us anything.
I have not checked Dwarf Cape, have I?
You've not turned in the TNT yet.
And I think I have the Adamant now, too, don't I?
I don't think so, because we need the crown to get the Adamant.
Oh yeah, I saw that on the hint.
Okay. Also, one thing, when you were in there, especially with how cheap heal pots were, you fill up on heal pots.
Do you use the smokes?
I didn't, but they are useful.
I got the smokes, but I never used them because I kept forgetting they were there.
But yes, they are useful. I don't usually even think about the new consumables because I've muscle memoried a lot of the old stuff. Okay, so you're going to ice from here.
I imagine I was checking incentives, see if there was the bridge to Leaf, and I think I was checking the bridge.
It's also fair. Okay, Crescent Lake.
Is there a hint in Crescent Lake?
There is. It is the sage next to the sage, is the sage that is clockwise from the
Oh,
one
right.
that gives you the
Yeah,
item.
yeah. I came here first because I wanted to check if there was warp/exit, which is not in the seed, and also to get the hint and the key item.
Again, before you go into before you look at going into your next fiend dungeon, load up on heal pots. Don't sleep on that heal 2 stick, by the way. That is a really good thing to find. Because that may be the only healing magic you get. Slightly faster to go up there via the white shop bridge. Okay, so the bottle is going to turn into one of the incentivized swords.
Oh, so that means it's going to be like the Master Moon or the Excalibur.
Right.
I was forgetting about the actual like what the weapons could be, and I just thought it was going to be like a random junk fire too.
No, that's one of the incentivized weapons. So I'll give you a tip. I'll give you a routing tip coming out of Crescent Lake. The step that you step in or out of a river is a free step. So when you have that stair step river down there at the bottom of Crescent Lake, use that stair step. For here, better to just hard reset back. It'll take a lot less time if you just hard reset back to Crescent Lake. But I would be lying if I told you I've never forgotten where I parked the ship. I never saw this. I never saw the stun touch. I never saw the stun touch on those Hydras. Probably because this is about the point of the seed where my black belts hit the moon and I've stopped grinding, and because I grounded all the way to pseudo ribbon. Okay, let's see how you do on. Let's see how your routing is here in Ice Cave. So one thing I'll mention is that you know what the floors are. Well, you will know what the floors are. So the more that you know what the floors are, the easier it is for you to already be holding the right direction when you come onto the next floor. It's a small time save, but over the number of floor and room transitions through the course of the game, it makes a difference. Was it randomize? Or was it vanilla?
It's vanilla.
Okay. Yeah, I don't mind this. I don't mind doing this at all. Yeah, it's one step out of the way. It's not a bad... Yeah, I'll guarantee you something in Ice rolled an awful script, just because there's so many different enemies. Just like something in Marsh rolled an awful script, because so many different enemies. So, Agam is not a bad tile to take to grind either. Oh, required double dip of Melmond Continent. Yeah, that's the better routing. Save. See, you're remembering to do it as soon as you hit an encounter. So Sorry, I'm not trying to sound like I'm coming down on you or anything.
Yeah, for sure. That's like the one thing in my notes that's in big, all capitals right now.
Oh, lit 3 on Caribs. Not fun. Not fun, especially because they tend to come in big packs.
I think I'm struggling to find a map of the river system here because I'm not sure where Volcano was, but I'll find it eventually.
There we go. That'll get you to Volcano. Oh. Lit 3 and Squint. Rivers are unsafe. Rivers are very unsafe. See, I'm at this point. I'm going straight back to Crescent Lake. Although
Yeah,
it
I'm not
doesn't
sure
matter
why I
because
all that time only to keep going forward. I thought for sure I was going to turn around. I think, actually, I think gaming over. Well, I mean, I should just reset, but just dying again would be faster. But I should have reset either way.
But you know, it's good to know that Caribs are super unsafe. Good to know that the river system is very unsafe. Because it tells you get the floater. So you assume you get the floater, go straight to get that airship. It also tells you to, whenever possible, utilize the free tiles for getting in and out. This was random shallow, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Which means it's somewhere on Armory floor. Also, you definitely want to take this fight. Because you need levels. So taking keys, taking EXPs is a good idea. One more step. That corner is where the spike tile is. Yes. And there's a crane. I'm still checking these. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Temperex. Temperex is a nice find. I did not find that. Oh, that stop item, that stop sword, was a katana.
Oh, I did not know that.
It was ninja only. It was ninja only equipable.
Yeah,
only sword in the
I
game
did promote. I might have used. I probably used it in the end, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I was just right before the end. I just checked all the gear to see
So
what I
how
had.
so how you know on these is if it's ninja, the only sword in the game that's ninja only equipable is the katana. This is a hard floor to route correctly. Close enough. Volcano is super difficult to route, to step route. It's just the nature of the dungeon. Nice, well done. Close enough. I fully support skipping all the chests on this floor, but at the same time, you could find good gear, and the way that you've set your party, you will need good gear. Also, this was why you fully load up heal pots. I don't think better trap treasures were on this flag set. Slightly, it's one step less to go up to the top and around.
And where?
On this floor, on that big rectangular lava tiles, the big rectangular block of lava tiles that you drop down into, that you take the stairs down into, it is one step shorter if you go up and then around.
Up and then all the way around?
Up and then either around to the just up 2 steps into the rectangle, and then either around to the left side of the bottom. Oh, better trap tiles were on.
Oh, they were off?
Their better trap treasure was on. Okay, so here, if you go up
okay,
and around,
yeah, save the step.
yeah, it saves 1 step. Not a huge thing. Yes, the upper chest in the Agma room is better trap treasure. So if you're going to load up tempering and such on the black belt, then you need to grind up the black belt at some point. It's the problem with black belts is, yeah, you don't need a whole lot of, you don't need much gear, but you need to take the time to grind them up to 32 or 42. You need to take the time to grind them up to 8 or 10 hits. Yeah, this carry took some licking. But there we go. Carry 1 is down. And by the way, keep that spot where you come out of Volcano in mind. Keep that spot where you come out of Volcano in mind for the future.
And when I come out, I should stair step in the river, right?
Yeah.
So in one left, up, left, left.
Coming out, you don't get as much benefit out of it. Going in, you can get a little benefit from it, but really the place where you get the benefit from it is at Crescent Lake. Is coming out of Crescent Lake. I was gonna say you can punch that ogre. That ogre's not gonna survive punch. But does it make sense what I was saying about if you're leaning into the black belt, you've got to grind the levels?
Yeah, I just have never used the black belt before, so...
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. So the 2 breakpoints to remember on a black belt are 32 and 42. 32 is 8 hits, 42 is 10 hits. Yes. Checking Corneria locked. That is your X-Cal. So I'll ask you, how did I know that was the X-Cal?
It said only night.
Yes.
Also was an incentive item, so it had to be that.
Yes, it was key item. It was night only equipable. There we go. Oh, just max them out. Just max out the heal pots. If you're going to buy heal pots, max them all out, especially when they only cost 7. Now with that crown, now we can bust down a paper thin Astos and get that adamant, which will become the crystal, which will become something. Something which I don't remember off the top of my head. Does it make sense when I say if you're going to buy heal pots, just max them out?
Yeah, for sure. I tended to do that in the original game. I see the value in it.
And it's even faster to do it in the randomizer.
Yeah, I think I just I was worried about like spending too much money, but I could have afforded the heal pots more than anything.
Well, money you've got. Money you've got, and if you really get short on it, you can always sell some of those some of the weapons or armor that you're not using, that you're not going to use. All right. Now we're gonna go check the. I'm gonna check Titans. Check. Sarda. Actually, I don't think Titans was incentivized, was it?
Yeah, I skipped it.
Chime. Chime's a good font. Especially with, is it Random Mirage? Random Sky. No, it's Random Sky. Oh, you've already done her. Good catch. Yeah, given how awful that fight was, given how awful the arachnids with sleep were, Yeah, use a fire tube on that. Okay, if you go straight down from there, you'll loop around. You'll be at the top of Onrak Continent.
That's good to know. So where was that from?
From Melmond.
Elmond.
Yeah, if you go straight south from Melmond, you'll loop around the world and be at the top of Onrak Continent.
I was trying to figure out how to get to Onrak and also above Matoya's cave so I could turn on the crystal. Which is why I wasn't here, because I'm trying to figure out how to do that with the ship.
Yeah. There's two good ways to get to Matoya's cave. You can go back into the inner sea, around Corneria Castle, and there's a dock north. There's a dock beyond the bridge from Corneria Castle, or you can use the secret Matoya River dock.
Yeah, that's where I was trying to go.
Which is going around along the outer sea. Unfortunately, going around this way isn't going to help you because there's not a way through. Honestly, from Melmond, I'm probably going. Sorry, I'm probably going through. I'm probably going through the inner seaway. Just because I'm not 100%. Just in case that is the floater. So I was gonna say, don't forget to check your item shop. It's not the shop item. It's not this guy. It's the guy down next to Sea Shrine. Thank you for that hint that we already have. For an item we already have.
So, recap, after you turn in the slab, would you want to take the energy to turn in Matoya's crystal?
I would.
Or would you want to go straight to Onrak to get the hint as well as the waterfall cave key item?
I would turn in the crystal just in case the crystal turn in happens to be the floater. As I recall, it wasn't in this seed, but just in case it is. Because if it's the floater, then I can go straight down, park at the river next to Elfland. Yeah, I'm going to park at the river next to Elfland. And knowing how unsafe the rivers were, I'm going to walk around the lower part. Oh, gold +7 bracelet. That is definitely worth. That is definitely worth it. And Budgemano makes a very good point. Without Oxyale, I'm doing my best not to come to Onrak Continent without, unless I have to. Unless I am out of all other options. Because it really feels bad to do Onrak Continent twice. Does that make some sense?
Yeah, for sure. Just because it's hard to sail to Onrak, out this like out way.
Because nothing on Onrak Continent is convenient, and the random encounters tend to be difficult.
Also, no shops to check other than the item shop.
There's two item shops to check on Onrak Continent.
Oh, you can walk up to the desert, can't you?
Yes.
To check.
Yes, you can walk up to the desert.
Yeah,
you don't even
I
have
always
to
thought
have
landing on top of the bazaar was the vanilla way to do it at first. Because I just happened to find that when I was playing through the game. So I thought it was intended.
Of course it was intended. Of course it was intended. The vanilla game is programmed very, very well. The number of times in a floaterless seed that I have stopped there and used, and crystallis floater, which is why I would have done which is why I would have come here first, and would have come here through the. You can go that way. I wouldn't have, knowing how unsafe the river system is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I was thinking that this, I would have to cross less rivers than I actually did.
I would have just sailed around past Pop and down to the desert. And we are just about in the air. Here we go. Now, first thing I'm checking when I get that floater is I'm checking Gaia. I'm going to be checking Gaia, and I'm checking
I was attempting to find Gaia, but I always struggle to find that in the
Okay.
airship.
Okay, here's the easy way to find Gaia. To get from Gaia to get from the airship spawns point to Gaia, you go straight south or straight north. Don't go any left or right. It's just straight up. And you will land right on the best landing spot for Gaia.
Cool. I assume straight south is probably a little bit faster.
I'm not sure. I think it is. I think it might be, but a lot of times if I get the floater before I've checked Crescent, then I'm going north and I'm gonna swing at Crescent and I hit Crescent while I'm at it. Also, I've never parked there to go to Ordeals, where you parked.
Is there a faster parking spot?
I'm not sure if it's faster, but I've always parked over by over closer to Mirage.
It's probably just faster because it's closer to you as you're approaching, and you also have to go less distance if you want to go to Mirage next, I guess.
That also could be. Oh, I would take that zombie D. Absolutely 100% would take that zombie D. Yes, Budge. Yes, Budge. Geo parked on the peninsula to the north and looped around. So when I did this, when I saw that, and I saw that Ordeals was the bottle, I just reset out because, again, I had the black belt, I had the punch cannon fully online.
Yeah, I knew it was junk, but I don't think I saved before I left, before I entered Ordeals.
Oh, it's not
No.
junk. It's not junk by any means.
Well, I thought it was junk at the time because I didn't know that it was the Excalibur,
Yeah.
but I probably still would have done it if I was playing the black belt, especially if I was playing it more correctly. But I just realized I think I forgot to save before going into Ordeals.
Right there. That also gives you access to the quote-unquote fifth quadrant of desert.
Wait, why right there?
Because it's still the encounter zone for desert.
Oh, so it's a fast way to farm.
Yes, it can be a fast way to farm. If you watch me running the Black Belt Week reveal seed, I ended up having to farm there because nothing was good. Because everything was awful. Ribbon plus 3 is definitely a great find. Yeah, I was on that. I was grinding on sandwiches there. Fire 2 is going to help you a lot with those burr wolves. Yeah, at this point, it's check item shops. So there's no encounters in this top. There's no encounters here.
Yeah.
So you're safe.
I had a weird thought about this being filled with dragons, but also in my mind I was doing a check, but then as I was running up, I was like, "This isn't a check at all. This is just turning in for promotion."
Nope. Hall of Dragons is not on. We do have a flag that makes that full of dragons. It's called Hall of Dragons. That was not on this set. That was not on this flag set. Don't get me wrong. You put Hall of Dragons on, that makes that another prime grind spot for black belts. Okay, so I want you to think through, what haven't you found, or what incentive locations haven't you found?
Yeah, I talked about this in the discussion afterward. I forgot that I needed to check Gaia shop item.
Yep, it's shop item.
I was pretty confused by this point because I wasn't sure where the last item was. So I thought that it must be in here, even though I knew that the flag said that there couldn't be anything in here. And I just ran up to the teleporter.
Teleport bunk. Again, if I said I'd never done it. If I said I had never done it. Was this the spike tile? Sorry, I looked away for a minute.
Is there a trap tile in here?
Yeah. When you go into the room with the teleporter.
I thought I didn't see it on the map. Maybe it's just not been put on there.
Oh no, that was a regular random encounter. There.
Oh,
that wizards. Yeah. Was wizards. That's the spike tile.
I talked to him like he was gonna give me something.
Right, and now it's figuring it out. That's okay, I did that too. on the Black Belt Duckling Seed, where I had a hint, where there was a hint, and that hint said that Tail was somewhere, and Tail was not incentivized. It said the Tail was somewhere, and I thought, okay, great, that means I don't need to go there. That means I can fade that location. Except I can't fade that location, because Tail's not on the incentive items.
Yeah, a lot of this would have been solved if I actually knew where Gaia was.
You're learning. Also, we have Gaia shortcut. We have Gaia shortcuts. So you were running the you were running like it was vanilla Gaia. I think that Fire 2 sword is... I think that's either the Maza or it's the Vorpal. Okay, that's a simple matter. Go sell stuff. Oh, don't sell the ribbon. Once again, I didn't run into any money problems because I grind. C was random unlocked, correct? If I'm thinking correctly.
Yes.
And Mermaid Prison on. So
Onrak is west of here?
Onrak is, yeah. Yeah, go west. Go west, young man, go west, and grow young along with the country. That's the only good place to park. I would absolutely have saved and turned off those couple encounters at the beginning of the hard reset before I went in here, but... and you're pulling up the maps to see where everything is. I would absolutely check the 2 chests on this floor.
Yeah, what I did was go this way and then loop back around after I come out of Mermaid side.
Okay, with Mermaid Prison on and a random unlocked, don't do Mermaid side first.
Because you want to hope to find it on the way to Kraken.
Yeah, well, and there's more unlocked chests on the way to Kraken.
Oh, I thought there was more on the right side.
Not when there's not when Mermaid Prison.
Oh, are some of those rooms are locked?
When Mermaid Prison is on, all of the rooms on Mermaid Floor are locked.
So does that mean every single room on Mermaid side is guaranteed to not be incentive?
No, not every room. Only the rooms on the actual Mermaid Floor.
Oh, that's fine, man. That room.
Yeah, it means those can't be the incentive.
I didn't know what that incentive truly meant, because I wasn't sure which ones were locked or not.
Because it's never relevant in vanilla. By the way, this chest we refer to as TFC. This is in a normal sea shrine. That is the only locked room. So as it turns out, none of these could possibly be the incentive item. But getting 5,300, 5,400 XP is still a good thing. Still a good thing to get. We do carbonate bubbles. The Bubbles Soda Company thanks you.
You made me do it.
One of our fall league teams is called the Bubbles Soda Company. There is a chest in that room that you walked past. That room that's right next to the stairs up to Mermaids.
Oh. I guess I thought I got it on the way or something.
So...
Good thing it was not in that chest.
Yeah, good thing it wasn't. So there's a chest in the room below you. And you can go and there's the door. The step in front of the door up above you is a free step.
Ah, I saw it.
So there's nothing to the left here, so you just go up. But there is a door at the top of this floor. There's a door at the top of this floor on the left side of the upper of this. Yes, you can see it right above where you are, which you used correctly. Slightly faster to go to the right and down, even though it doesn't accept the free step. Even though it doesn't do the free step in front of the door, it's slightly faster because you're not going around. So now this is Sharknado floor. Because we call it Sharknado floor because the vanilla trap tiles on this floor are Gersharks and waters. And the waters look like a tornado. Ooh, party platter. Slightly better to make sure you go along the bottom of that room, but one step doesn't make that much difference. Usually. There's an Invis 2 weapon of some kind. And there's a cube. That also tells me that the loot has to be in Sky.
Was that stop the Excalibur? Or, no, that was the katana.
Stop was the katana.
I might still have it on the thief. I'm not sure what that one
you
is.
do. You do. Yeah, so for future Mage on a Stick flag sets, use your select button to see the actual weapon stats. Oh whoa, this fight is a bit scary. Yeah, I fully support just skipping everything else. You're in what we call no mode. You're not quite in go mode because you don't have everything, but you're in no mode because you know where everything else you need is. Because the loot has to be somewhere in Sky. Makes sense?
Yeah, I at least know that.
Well, as you said to me before we started, you've played one vanilla and one randomizer. So you played through vanilla once and randomizer once.
Yep.
you're actually setting this up nicely for using your black belt. And cheeky brack strats work. Save. Thank you. I don't remember exactly where it is, exactly where the Mirage Tower is vertically to the on-rack landing spot. I just go to the left until I start to see land, and use that as my landmark. It's not worth trying to hold it in my head. So we'll talk when we get up into Sky about how to route this. I check all of Sky 1. But I start with right and left. Actually, I go right down left. I probably shouldn't check down, but the time I don't check it is the time that it's the incentive item. But I check right down left so that I don't check right and then have to go back and do down. I can just go straight to the teleporter, to the floor 2 teleporter. And with the levels you're at, I would be taking fights. I'd be taking fights here in Sky. I skipped Sky 2 altogether. I will skip Sky 2 and come back to it only if I need to. Spider Floor is not good for checking, although Opal plus 7 armor is awfully nice. By the way, you can switch that Aegis shield over to your fighter.
Yeah, the seed had me trying to drop magic and stuff. My brain can't figure out where anything is. Did I even open that chest?
Yes, you open both chests in that room. But you see why I would skip Spider Floor and only come back to it if it's not on Sky Provides, which is
Yeah,
step 3.
it's more checks and more density and less steps in Sky 3.
Yeah, it's higher density. It's just the checks are all at a higher density on 3. There's nothing in this floor that's more than 2 chests in a room, and 3 is... Three has nothing less than 4 chests. Has nothing less than 4 chests in the room. It's 2 4s and a 6. Again, I would be taking fights here with your levels, especially I. Especially when you see the eye. Okay, so there's the 6-pack on the right, there's Cece's Gambit at the top, and there's the greed checks on the left. That's what we call those. That's what we call these rooms. And there's the loot. Now we're in full go mode. There's nothing down at the bottom.
Yeah, in my mind it was down and to the left, which it is, but left first.
Yeah. There's a lot of back and forth in the community about what the correct routing on this floor. To me, it doesn't matter to me as long as you're finishing with up for what I said earlier when we were talking about Ice Cave, which is that you're already holding up to start crossing the Bridge of Destiny. Yes, as Mecklin points out, there is a bingo. That is the bingo tile room down there. I like that you're taking the 4 hydrant pack. So with not taking Black Belt to the moon, I would be looking for about level 22-ish. Oh yeah, that's right. Tiamat 1 was pretty dodgy and absorby. Did have a good bit of dodge and absorb. So this is not a bad way of handling Tiamat. I might have used one of the fasts from the Black Belt on himself. I was gonna say I might also use that Invis sword. There's a Tiamat one. Probably have the resources, assuming that you equip weapons, to take Topher. But I would also make sure that you restock on heals. For me, the biggest thing I've seen is just making sure you restock consumables. Because as I noticed, you're very low on heals. I noticed you didn't save. Okay, here's a routing one. Let's see if you do. Okay. Pause it, Mecklin. Pause it and run it back a little. Go straight up to the corner and across. You get 2 doorsteps. You get 2 free doorsteps. Also, you don't get blocked by that column. Make sense?
Yep.
Early stop. Dropping some fire twos and some hard breeze. There goes a speed bump. You will hear me use some of the fun enemy names, like speed bump for Lich, because the fun enemy name for Lich is actually S.bump. Carry 2 is usually worth some amount of respect. I would have held off the only having 2 charges of fast. I would have held off and kept my fast charges for Tia 2 and Chaos. Because when you know you have limited resources, you have to figure out when to use them best. Okay, let's... Yes, you're routing this correctly. Nicely done, good routing on that floor. Don't remember how dangerous Kraken 2 was.
And does Kraken resist ice?
Maybe not full resist. Oh, that's how dangerous Kraken was. Kraken had nuclear. That's right. That nuclear came out on turn 1 when I fought this Kraken. Maybe not fully resist, but it doesn't do a whole lot against him. And with a base of 900 health, that's... That's a pretty tough fight. Carry 2 is usually worth some respect. Kraken 2 definitely gets respect. But I mean, everyone pulls a wipe on Kraken 2. It's a rite of passage. just like taking this fight. I would have rather seen me take the 8 slimes. Because you've got fire 2 items. Okay, that 20
First weapon check of the run.
What was that?
First weapon check of the run.
Yeah, that heal 2 is the X-Cal. Yeah, you're not going to put a weapon on that black belt. You're just going to have the black belt punch. At this point, when you put good weapons on everyone, just have everyone swing. Oh. Did not see the nuke on ledge. Good news is, you have Phoenix Downs. And you have a full complement of heal pots. And yes, Meckling points out, at least we know Lich has one of the nukes, Chaos doesn't have them both. A lot better. Try and use the bottoms of rooms when you can. Okay. Didn't get great turn order, but I like what I'm seeing. Yeah, it's Kraken 2. It's Kraken 2. He does this. Blast might be the right call here. I can see you're figuring out what do I need to do to kill this thing.
Yeah, I was checking what blasted. I was thinking about how many full cures I might need.
There we go. Okay. There was an error. Immediately get your party up, get them healed up. Because of exactly this.
What does snorting do?
Dark. Get back-to-back seafood party platter. And actually, that's a good call because I think Tia almost has to be punchy here. Or not. I mean, yeah. At this point, it's just a damage race. And there's the other nuke. Yes.
Is using Timber on the black bow a good call there?
It works. I would just be damaging. I would just be doing as much damage as humanly possible.
I was slightly concerned about my first and third slot being dark, so I thought I might miss or something. But I did have actually I offset that with lock though.
Yeah, that fire 2+2 sword, that's your Masa. Usable by all classes. Yet, unless the improved Dark flag is on, which I'm not sure if it was, Dark does nothing. put your thief in. You should put the thief in front. You should put the thief in front because of the agility. The agility is actually fixed and actually gives you a better chance to go first.
I wasn't sure how much. Well, I didn't look at my stats page, but because Thief had +10 strength and he was holding the Masa, I was thinking having Fighter in front of tank and then having Ninja as like a secondary backup for damage. Maybe.
That works.
But yeah.
See, I would immediately be getting a fast onto someone. Yes. Eight for 371, that's not bad. And I like using that second fast on the Massa wielder. Don't necessarily like that it's not doing much, but sometimes Chaos has real high absorb. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm heel sticking with the fighter and heel stick, swing. GG. You know, this is not an easy flag set for someone very new, for it to be your second randomizer. So I'm going to tell you did very well with it. There's obviously the routing things and knowing to check the weapons. But that's something that comes with time.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. I took a bunch of notes though. I'll be practicing with no encounters on for sure.
Yeah, that will help you learn the routings. That will help you learn all the routings. My recommendation on that is try Free Enterprise. $90 chests isn't bad. And again, like I said toward the beginning, if you take a black belt in a flag set like this, you've almost got to think, if I find a good grind, let's lean into the black belt. Black belt to the moon.
Yeah, my gut is to check even less chests and to replace those chests with more grinding, especially if I have the black belt.
Yes. My goal in a black belt seed is to check a single-digit number of chests.
Yeah, I really don't like to check chests. The goal of my checking the chests could have been easily replaced by grinding.
Yeah. I'm not. I will tell you what I usually tell people when I'm talking to them about loot goblining, even though you really didn't loot goblin. Um, Anytime you're opening a chest, you should be able to answer the question, "What am I looking for?"
Yeah, and all I really was looking for was strength and money, which is exactly what you get from grinding, and
Yeah,
even faster.
exactly. So, Macklin, do you want to put in any thoughts you've got? Thank you for allowing us to, I'll say tear apart, but it's not really what we did, but help you out with your run. Thank you for allowing us to restream it, to restream doing that. And thank you for coming in and helping to talk through things. I hope
Yeah,
this
for
was
sure.
helpful
Help
for
a
you.
lot.
And there are certain things that I hit a lot with a lot of VOD reviews, and one of the reasons for that is that I got hit with those on a lot of my VOD reviews. I am not that far removed from being a duckling myself.
Yeah, I'll really try to hammer those points, especially on mainly just routing and trying to get used to grinding it and knowing what grinds are good to take, especially if I'm taking a black belt.
My usual go-tos for a black belt, the two agamas, the eye. If you're doing the desert, then sandworm, steak and wings, which is the red T Rex, the red Tyrannosaurus, and wyverns, or blue steak, which is the blue T Rex.
I've still never seen a blue T-Rex.
It's an encounter in the desert. You do enough
Yeah,
desert grind, you'll see it.
I think. Are they able to show up on the Leafin continent?
Yes, that's what I mean with the desert grind around the Mirage Tower.
Is it on the Peninsula of Power tiles though?
Steak and wings, I think, is maybe, but not blue steak.
Okay.
I know blue steak is just in the desert area. Um, I mean, that's about all I've got.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Thank
That's
you,
all.
thank you, Geo, for letting us do this. Thank you, Macklin, for restreaming and tracking. Thank you, all of you, for coming. As I mentioned last night, and I'll mention again today, we've got 2 more weeks of the Duckling Boot Camp, and then our Duckling Derby, which is a tournament specifically just for our newer runners. Join the Discord. We like to teach people how to run the randomizer. Registration for the Derby ends in a week. Um, Thank you, Mecklin, for pointing that out. Uh, so for Geo, for Macklin89, for the whole Final Fantasy Randomizer team, I have been DM Stewart 1981. Have a great afternoon.